So, dear professors, we are picking on our first topic, and as I share the scheme of work with you, I want to believe that you know the first topic, which is analyzing and recording business transactions in the books of accounts, right? So, our key topic is books of account, books of accounts, or you can simply say books of accounting, right? In a simple, statement, I can say that books of accounts simply means the books that we use in accounting. Remember, accounting is more about recording. So if you are going to do a recording, then you need a book, right, to record in. So that is books of accounting. But technically, in accounting, when we speak of books of accounts, we are making reference to some special document we use in recording and keeping business transactions. I know my professors read wide, so let me ask you, what do you know about books of accounting or books of account? Yes, Prof. Clyde.
So the books of accounts are normally called ledgers or journals.
Ledgers or journals. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Prof. Clyde. Any other from either Joel or Josiah or Nicole or Stacy? Okay, so yes, books of account. Let me give the definition so that at least you can put something down. They are books, they are prime books or principal books of accounting used in recording business transactions. So books of account or books of accounting are prime books or principal books of accounting used in recording business transactions. Now, like Clyde mentioned, they are referred to as the journals and the ledgers. So that is to say, in accounting, we have two main books of accounting. I think there's a question. Prof. Joel, let's hear you if it's a question.
So please, not actually a question, but how can we get a note?
Oh, sure, I'll share with you. So no worries about
Okay,
it. Okay,
thank you.
okay, great. So in accounting, we use two main books. Now these books are the journals and the ledgers. The journals are also known as day books, or they are known as subsidiary books, or they are also known as books of prime entry. They are also known as books of original entry. So the day books or journals can be referred to subsidiary books of prime entry, or books of original entry. And then the ledgers can also be referred to as principal books of accounts. You would appreciate some of the things I'm saying when we dig deeper. But the point I'm trying to make is that in accounting we use two main books in recording or keeping business transactions. The first one is the day books or the journals or the subsidiary books, and the second one is the ledgers. So if you're asked to define books of accounting, you can sometimes say they are the journals and ledgers that are used in recording business transactions. So they are the journals and ledgers used in recording business transactions. or you can say they are the subsidiary books and principal books of account used in recording business transactions. Okay, now professors, as accountants, we therefore need to know what these books are and how to prepare these books or how to record in these books. So we'll pick the first one, which is the journals or the day books. The journals or the day books. However, let me give you some, daily life experiences so that you can appreciate this. As a student, you technically use books in recording your notes or whatsoever, right? Some of us have the habit of, writing in our jotters, and then we later transfer into our notebooks. I want to focus on that scenario. So your jotter becomes your first or your prime or your original book in which you record your notes before you now transfer or post it into your main notebook. In fact, how many of us do that? You copy in your jotter before you copy in your main note. How many of us do that? Okay, Clyde is one of them. Some people say, but if you copy in the main note, why do you write it in the jotter? Sometimes it's a way of at least reviewing or revising on whatever you learn. So it's a good practice, though some people feel it's just duplication. It also affords you the opportunity to correct errors, right? Great. So the books of account operate in this principle that I've given. Okay. So we have the day books, which is similar to our jotters, and then the ledgers, which is similar to our main notebook. So most of the times, when business transactions occur, we record them first in the day books or the journals. That is why it is called the prime. Prime means first, or the original book of entry. Okay. So when we do the recording in the day books, then we now transfer them into the ledgers. Now that transfer technically is referred to as posting into the ledgers. Having said this, let's dig into the day books. So let's pick the first book, which is the day books, and I've just stated that it can also be referred to as the journal or the subsidiary book or book of prime entry or book of original entry. So let's look at what a day book is. What a day book is, based on the explanations I've given shortly. Will any of my professors give a befitting definition for a day book? Oh, please try. Speak your mind now. Luca Pacioli spoke his mind and we have adopted it now. So what is your thinking of a day book? Oh, Clyde has his hand up, but let me see. Oh, please, Zoom user, you are worrying me. Please edit the name for me. Just click on your name. I think double tap on it, and you can tap on the 3 dots on your name, and then you change it for me. I beg you, pa. Or better, you can tell me your name. I'll rename it here for you. Madam or sir or professor lady or professor gentleman, please, if you don't respond to me, I'm sorry, I may have to put you in my waiting room. Remember, we are cautious about cyber security. Okay, if it's a parent, you can edit to parent so that at least I know. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's move on. Day books. Professors, any idea about what a day book is? A day book. Based on the things I said shortly, you should be able to tell me something now, or the things I've even written here. Okay, so a day book simply is, so you can be smart and use the other names to define it. So a day book is a subsidiary book used to record business transactions, or is a book of prime entry used to record business transactions, right? But you have to add a specific statement. So day books are books of prime entry used in recording business transactions on daily basis. On daily basis. So that is a day book. The name suggests to you what it is. It is used to record transactions on daily basis. However, they are the prime books. In other words, they are the first book where you make the entry. So if you're an accountant and, for example, you work in MTN Ghana Limited and let's say they go and purchase a building, that's a transaction, right? The first book you have to record in will be called a day book, but it depends on the type of day book you have to record in. So that will lead us to looking at the types of day books we have. The types of day books. Types of day books or journals. Has any of my professors read on this? If no, then I'll dig in straight away and give you the vibes. Okay, thank you, Zoom user. I think you have edited your name. God bless you so much. Okay. So the types of day books. Yeah, Gwendolyn, you want to say something? You can go ahead.
No, please.
Okay. Oh, so none of my professors have come across day books and the various types. Prof. Fidel.
Sir, please,
Yes.
I think sales day book.
In fact, awesome, very good. Sales day book. In fact, he has opened the floodgate, so I think we can add more. If we have sales day book, then definitely we would have what? Yes.
Purchase day book.
Exactly. We would have the purchase or purchases day book. Okay. Then we have the return inwards day book, and we have the return outwards day book. Then we have the cash book. Okay, we have the petty cash book, and then we have the general journal. So there are how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. As professors, we have to know. There are other day books. In fact, we have the bill receivable and bill payable day books, but we will not look at that based on the scope of the curriculum, right? So these are the 7 day books we have to look at. The sales day book, the purchases day book, return inwards day book, return outwards day book, the cash book, petty cash book, and the general journal. Now, you can call the sales day book sales journal, right? Sales journal, purchases journal, return inwards journal, return outwards journal. The cash book is cash book. You can't call it cash journal or cash book journal. Okay, it doesn't sound well. In some books you may say, but it's cash book. Then we have the petty cash book. The general journal can be referred to as the journal proper. Okay, journal proper. And you can't say general day book. It's either the general journal or journal proper. So these are the 7 day books, and we have to take each of them, know what they are used to record, and then prepare them. Is it not interesting? And 7 of them. Is it plenty? No, it's not plenty, just 7. Even Jesus had 12 disciples. They are more than the day books you are looking at. So it's very simple, isn't it, professors? Any question up to this point? Okay, if there are no questions, then let's pick the first day book, which is the sales day book. Professors, we all know sales. So if we add day book to it, then what is the sales day book? Prof. Asante, you want to share your thoughts on the sales day book? What do you think it is? What is it used for? Prof. Mike Asante, I think, I don't know, but let me go to Prof. Amuzu. Yes, Clyde's hands is up, but
Sales daybook. It is a primary entry used in recording all credit transactions made on daily basis.
all credit transactions made, all credits. In fact, something is missing there. Something is missing there. Okay, Prof. Asante, I've noted your concern. Sorry about that, but don't worry, I'll share the recordings. He's having a network issue. Okay. You've omitted something vital. Credit transaction. There's something there before the credit, or something should come after the credit. Okay, let me see. Prof. Joel, Prof. Nicole, Prof. Stacy. Prof. Stacy, I haven't heard your voice so far. Prof. Jaden. Also have Leif Hayfon here. Okay, Prof. Stacy, let's hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, they are the books of primary entry used to record all credit sales transactions.
Okay, if I heard you right, it says it's a prime book of entry used to record all credit sales.
Credit.
Okay. Thank you very much. So that is it. The sales day book. And please note carefully, otherwise you may miss the point, and in answering questions you may lose some vital point. So it is a prime book of entry. It is a subsidiary book. You can use all those terminologies, right? But what is it used for? It is used to record credit sales. Credit sales. Professors, in accounting we have two types of sales. It's either credit sales or cash sales. This book is not interested in cash sales. It is only interested in credit sale of goods, not assets, of goods. So if, for example, the business is buying and selling tomatoes or tomatoes, right? And they sell tomatoes on credit, then you have to record it in the sales day book. If they sell the tomatoes and they received cash, which is a cash sales, you don't record it here. Likewise, if they don't sell tomatoes, they go and sell an asset, let's say a building, you don't record it in the sales day book. So it is used to record credit sale of goods on daily basis. Credit sale of goods. So you see, in exams, if you are writing for example, you say, oh, it is used to record credit sales. You lose point there. Credit sales of what? Because the business can sell an asset, a fixed asset, I should say, can sell a fixed asset. But here we are looking at selling a current asset like stock or the goods. So be very careful when you are writing your answers. You'll be losing some half mark. So the sales day book is used to record credit sale of goods on daily basis. If you are writing the answer and you write used to record sale of goods -1 because you have omitted the credit. Okay. Now let's look at the other books. I would want to give us the functions or the uses of the other day books. That's the purchases, which I'm sure my professor should have a clue now as to what it will be used for. In fact, let's do that quickly. Then maybe we'll go into details, the sales day book and others. So if the sales day book is used to record credit sale of goods on daily basis, what will be the use of the purchases day book? Oh, this one I wanted somebody to. Fidel is ready, but Fidel, I'm sorry. Prof. Gwendolyn. Prof. Gwendolyn.
The purchase day books are prime entry books used to record purchases of assets.
Oh, you lose some marks because you have omitted some keywords. But
Yeah.
that was a very good attempt. I really appreciate it. Just that she omitted a particular word. So who is going to add the word? Yes, Prof. Nicole.
Sir, please. Purchase Daybook is a subsidiary book used to record credit purchases of goods on daily basis.
Exactly. So that was what Prof. Gwendolyn omitted. Credit purchase of goods on daily basis, right? So what of the returning was? Of course, the returning was Daybook will be used to record the goods returned by customers. I want to believe we all know what return invoice is as far as accounting is concerned. Okay, when you sell goods and your customers return it back to the business. So return invoice Daybook is used to record the goods that are returned back to the business by customers on daily basis. And of course, I know you know what the return outwards Daybook will do. That will record the goods the business returns back to suppliers. And see, I'm mentioning keywords here: suppliers or creditors, customers or debtors, in definition of the return inwards and return outwards. Then the cash book. That one is used to record cash and bank or cash and check transactions. So any transaction that has cash or check in it. That is why I say, for example, if you sell goods and you took cash, that cannot go into the sales daybook because the sales daybook records only credit sales. So if the transaction had cash involved, then that will be in the cash book. Okay, so the cash book is used to record cash and bank or cash and check transactions. Then the petty cash book, as the name suggests, small cash book. It is used to record amount received from the main cashier to settle small expenses. And I think we'll look into that book as well. So don't worry, you would appreciate it better. Then the general journal. That one is used to record all other transactions that cannot be recorded in the other 6 day books. Okay, so I just wanted to give you, the straightforward uses before we pick them and look at them into detail. So sales daybook is used to record credit sale of goods on daily basis, right? I'm just putting out the main things. This one is for credit purchase of goods. And then the return invoice is used to record the goods returned by customers, okay, to the business. And then return outwards is goods returned to suppliers or creditors. Okay. And then the cash book is used to record cash and bank transactions. The petty cash book is used to record, let me use the technical term, interest and small expenses. Small expenses. And when I say small expenses, businesses incur some petty expenses like, for example, you work with MTN and then probably you have to go and post a letter at the post office. It involves some petty money. You take a taxi right? In fact, those small expenses are expenses that is difficult for you to get a receipt. Example, you take a trotro and you ask the mate to give you a receipt for the transport. That would be insane, right? So small expenses are those petty things that one is difficult to get a receipt, and the amount involved is very, very small or insignificant like that. Okay. Then the general journal is used to record all other transactions that cannot be recorded in the other daybooks. So professors, I think I have an assignment here for you. You have to go and at least list some 10 transactions. Oh no, let me reduce it to 5 transactions that would go into the general journal. Okay, but I'll give the assignment. I'll put it clearer probably at the end of the class. Any questions so far before we break for the first session and we resume in the second session? Any question? Okay, so if there are no questions, let me ask you questions. So professors, how many books of accounts do we have? How many books of accounts do we have? Yes, Fidel. Yes, Prof. Fidel, go ahead.
Page 3.
Okay, Fidel says 3. Let me hear from Josiah. Josiah, how many books of accounts do we have, or books of accounting?
Sir, please 2.
2. Okay, so Prof. Fidel, we're from the 3 now. Or somebody is owing you 3 cities, so it is dominating your brain. So there are 2 of them. So what are these 2 books of account? Who is going to list them for us? Prof. Amuzu. Oh, nobody to list the 2 books of Prof. Amuzu, go ahead.
Yeah, journals and ledgers.
Exactly. The journals and the ledgers, or the day books and the ledgers. Thank you very much. These are the 2 books of account. Okay. Then we pick the day books. Of course, if I ask this one, I know you all know. 7 day books we have to look at: the sales day book, purchase day book, return inwards day book, return outwards, the cash book, petty cash book, and the general journal. Professors, let's meet in the second session to continue the class. But before you go, let me say that those worrying about the notes, don't worry. I'll share my notes with you. In fact, I would even share, I think, your what do we call it? Your learner manuals, right, with you on the page, so that you can have access to these materials for your learning. Okay. So let's meet in the second session and finish up with today's class. So you can go on the page and click on the second session link, and then you'll join. Thank you.